Hello, my lovely people. Me and Oscar would, pay attention, Oscar. Me and Oscar would like to say an enormous thank you to all of you who have helped me to come back home. I am home, we are home, and we are very, very grateful. Thank you for all your bookings and donations and well wishes. It's wonderful to be home. Thank you so much. Now let's talk about the energy for April. So happy astrological new year. So April is all about, well, it actually started at the beginning of Aries season on the 20th of March, but we are in a brand new astrological year. Finally, that energy is behind us. Well, nearly. We're just coming out of Mercury retrograde shadow period, which is going to last until about the 17th of April. So the first 2 weeks of April are going to be a little bit slow, and then we're going to really start to see things moving forward. So let's get into each of the readings for the 12 signs. Hello Aries, and welcome to your April reading. What have we got for Aries, please? Oh, happy birthday for those of you who've got birthdays in the first 3 weeks before we move to Taurus. So happy birthday Aries. What have we got for you for April? Happy birthday and a happy new astrological year indeed. Okay, so we're starting with the Five of Pentacles. What's that about, please? And the Devil. The Hierophant. I want one more. And the Five of Swords. Okay, so all of this energy is about the struggle you guys have been through. My God, what a year most of you have had. Been hard, hasn't it, hey? It's been hard. Let's get some clarification. So we'll talk about these in more detail. Can I clarify Five of Pentacles, please? Time, and timing. Good, good. We're having some peace now coming out of the Devil energy. The Hierophant's being clarified by the garden and the park. The Five of Swords is being clarified by the child. Okay, let's look at these together then, guys. So you're starting off as you come into April with this energy of the Five of Pentacles, which is, oh, it's heavy, isn't it? It's heavy. It's about feeling pushed out, left out. Many of you struggling for money, struggling within yourself, struggling with life, finding life, hard work, heavy going, oh, too much. Okay, now they're giving you the time clock here and saying, look, it's all about time. Things are going to get easier as you go through the month, and as we get past the shadow of Mercury around about the 17th, we have a whole new energy then shifting in much brighter the second half. So the second half of April is looking better. You're coming in, but I want you, even though you're coming in with that energy of struggle, and this is struggling for money, this is also feeling, for some of you, rejected, pushed out, abandoned, on your own. But it's going to change. Give it time. Give it time, my darlings. It's going to change, okay? Now, a lot of this is connected to this Devil energy, which is about feeling trapped, feeling stuck, feeling chained up. What are you restricted with? Now, for many of you, you're restricted with money. For others of you, this is linked to a job that, you know, you're not getting paid much, but it's the only job you've got, and you feel trapped, you feel stuck, that you can't get anything better. But I want you to, the time is linked with this as well. You know, you've got this is being clarified by the Peace card. The Peace Lily is about, look, there is a more peaceful time coming in. So hang in there. I know it's hard, but hang in there. As we come to the second half of April, we've got the Hierophant. So let's talk about him for a moment. So this is the male equivalent of the High Priestess. This is about us tapping into our spiritual energy, our inner self, our inner knowing, but it's also about our higher knowing. This card represents higher learning. And it often represents big corporations, big business, educational establishments, colleges, universities, things like that. Now, this is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, okay? But for some of you, you are having, the struggle has been to get away from the poverty and into this new energy, which is much more enlightened and uplifted. Now, we've also got there with it being clarified the park. Now, the park symbolises being out and about, networking, being in public places, spending time in nature. It's healing, it's enriching, and it opens things up. You see, we've got the angel here, we've got the doves, we've got these beautiful orchids in this glass house, and we've got this, what is this beautiful bird of paradise here, the water flowing. This is about getting out and allowing things to flow, allowing the energy to flow through and into you so that it can move you forward. Now, it has been a battle. The Five of Swords says it has been an incredible battle. It's been hard work, but you've won. You have won. You've done it. You've got through. You've got through to the end of the month. The battle is done. Things are getting much, much easier. And it's clarified here by the child card. This is a card about using your imagination, allowing yourself to, like the child, be in wonder again, be in awe again, be in hope again. All right, the way that the child there is looking at the castle and the rainbows, and she's imagining all sorts of worlds there that she can create. And this is where you're coming to by the end of the month. Now, let's get a little bit more. I'm going to go with the energy cards to get a little bit more for you. Tell me a bit more for Aries, please, for April 2019. Okay. So we've got the world and we've got envy. All right, now, okay, let's have a look at this. This is an energy, I feel that for some of you, instead of tapping into your child energy, which is about how do we inspire, imagine, create, get into the law of attraction with attracting that abundance and joy to us, instead of getting into that, you're just looking at other people, some of you, and going, you know, I can't do it, they can. What's wrong with me? Why am I not being able to create a wonderful world? And the energy of envy, you know, don't judge it. You know, we all do it, don't we? We look at the flash car and think, yeah, flash Harry, lucky bastard. But, you know, that is just reinforcing that we don't have what they have. But what envy can do is be quite a helpful energy, because it can show us what we really want. And once we know what we really want, then we can step into this imagination and start creating it. We can start imagining it. And here's the world card. In this deck, these cards are the energy cards. The world in this deck means looking at things from a different perspective, a higher perspective, linking in with the Hierophant then, looking at things from a higher place, saying to yourself, right, what is this really all about for me? Some of you, because the Hierophant represents marriage, and we've got the Devil and we've got the Five of Pentacles, some of you are leaving a relationship that has been an immense battle. Some of you are saying, I've had enough. I'm not allowing this anymore. I'm not being tied to this and chained to this anymore. I've had enough. I'm off. Okay, some of you are really coming to things coming to a head related to a marriage, to a contract that you have. It can be a written contract like a marriage. It can be a written contract for a job. It can be a moral contract, you know, where you're engaged or you're living with somebody. But for some of you, you've had enough. It's been too hard a battle. And you're saying, do you know what? I want my peace. And I've had enough. The time piece can be give it more time, but it can also be how much time do you want to give it before you realise that this is horrible. Yeah, and that you deserve peace and you deserve some equilibrium. So we want to move the envy. We're going to use the envy to help us to see, you know, I look at somebody else's relationship and they're so happy and it's not fair. Right, well, that shows you how unhappy you are in yours, or whether it's a job, a relationship, a home, whatever this means for you, because it's a general read. So it's going to mean different things for different people. What we want to do is look at it from a different perspective and allow your world to open up, to come away from the restriction and open up, getting back into how is little you doing with all of this? You know, your mini-me, as I call them, your inner child. You know, is your mini-me crying, or is your mini-me, you know, having a tantrum? Is your mini-me saying, let's just imagine that we can change everything, what do we want to do? And then we hand it over to the universe. So let's have an outcome here. Can I have an outcome, please? Let's have an outcome. Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go, lovely. So the outcome here, Aries, we've got healer of the ages, healing this situation, healing you. And the goddess of the moon, beautiful, powerful energy of harnessing the moon. The full moon, I'm feeling towards the end of the month. I'm not sure when that is, but it's going to be around the 20th sometime. The full moon in April is when you are really harnessing that healing power to open up and move yourself forward, to move yourself into a different space. As you go into May, you are wanting more for yourself. You are planning and imagining what your next 12 months is going to be, and saying to yourself, do I want to be where I am on my next birthday? Some of you don't. Some of you want something more, and many of you are needing healing. And it's healing stuff that's under the surface, because the moon is all about what's underneath, what's hidden, what's in the subconscious, what's in our deep emotions that are buried inside us. What do we want to heal? And allowing that to come through. It feels and from the cards, it looks a transformative month. It looks like a month that it was shifting from quite a dark space for some of you into freedom and equilibrium. That is what you are wanting. So I hope this helps, Aries. Let me know. It's not going to resonate for everybody. If it doesn't resonate for you, check out your moon and rising as well. You might find that that does. And I will see you for the weeklies, or if not, I'll see you in May. You take care. Lots of love.